Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss another problem, but before going forward, if you have not liked the video, please like it. Subscribe to my channel so that you get notified whenever I post a new video. So without any further ado, let's get started. Problem is richest customer wealth. Very simple problem. We are given a m cross n integer grid accounts where accounts of ij is the amount of money the ith customer has in the jth bank. Return the wealth that the richest customer has. So we need to return the wealth. Customer's wealth is the amount of money they have in all their bank accounts. The richest customer is the customer that has maximum wealth. So we have to return the maximum wealth. Let's see this test case. So what is given to us is that this value, this is your I and this is your j. We do indexing 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. So accounts ij, what does this represent? This represent that the ith customer has accounts of ij value that much in their bank account. Accounts ij value in their jth bank account. That is over here zeroth customer has 1 in their zeroth bank account. So for each customer, what we have to do, we have to count how much is the total wealth that customer has. So that is for this zeroth customer, how much wealth zeroth customer has in all its bank accounts. It has 3 bank accounts, zeroth, 1, 2. These 3 are bank accounts. And how much is the total wealth? Total wealth is 1 plus 2 plus 3. So this is 6. Similarly, this first customer has how much wealth? 3 plus 2 plus 1, 6. So total wealth, maximum wealth is 6 only. So we will return 6. So output will be 6. So here output is 6. If we see for this second test case, over here we have, this is 0, 1, 2. So there are 3 customers. Number of rows are the customers and column is the bank account. So 2 bank accounts for each customer. Right? This is your I and this is your J. So for each customer, we will calculate the wealth. So for 0th customer, wealth is 1 plus 5, 6. For first customer, wealth is 7 plus 3, 10. And for second customer, wealth is 3 plus 5, 8. So the maximum wealth is 10. So output will be 10. So see guys, very simple question. We are just going to each row. Each row we are going and we are finding the sum of the columns. And we are updating the maximum wealth. So what we will do is, we will take a variable max wealth initially. We will initialize it to 0. We will go to each row. We will calculate the sum of the columns. So sum of the columns here is 6. Is this greater than the max wealth? Yes. Update max wealth. Then we go to the next row. We calculate the sum of the columns. 7 plus 3, 10. Is this greater than max wealth? Yes. Update it. Then we go to the next row. We see what is the sum of the columns. 3 plus 5, 8. Is 8 greater than max wealth? No. Max wealth is already greater, so don't update. So after the traversal, we will get the maximum wealth 10. I hope you understood the approach and let's see the code now. So see, very simple guys. What we are taking initially a variable max wealth. Then we are finding the rows and the columns. And then we are iterating on each row. We have this wealth variable for each person, for each customer. And we are calculating the sum of the columns. That is all the wealth that customer has in its bank accounts. So if that wealth is greater than max wealth, we'll update max wealth. And at last, we'll return max wealth. So let's see the time complexity for this. Time complexity, see, we are having two nested loops, rows and columns. So for each customer, we are calculating sum of columns. So rows into columns will be the time complexity. And space complexity will be constant because we are not taking any extra data structure. We have taken only variables. Java code will be in the description. So Let me know if you have any doubts in the comment section, and if you found the video helpful, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.